Welcome! Today we will learn about the use of copper 2 sulfate in medicine. Have you ever wondered what gives this striking blue solution its color? To meet copper 2 sulfate, a fascinating chemical compound with a wide range of uses in science, industry, and agriculture. In its anhydrous form, it is a white or grayish powder.
Did you know? Copper 2 sulfate has antimicrobial properties. This is due to the toxic effects of copper ions on microbial cells. So how does copper 2 sulfate act as an antimicrobial agent? Firstly, protein denaturation. Copper 2 sulfate interferes with the structure of proteins inside microbial cells. Copper ions can bind to various protein molecules, particularly those with thiol, SH groups, leading to denaturation and loss of function. This disrupts critical cellular processes such as metabolism and cell replication. Next, disruption of cell membrane. Copper ions can interact with the cell membranes of bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms. These ions bind to the proteins and lipids in the cell membrane, causing structural damage that compromises membrane integrity. This results in leakage of essential intracellular contents, leading to cell death. Thirdly, enzyme inhibition. Copper can bind to the active sites of key enzymes involved in microbial metabolism. By binding to essential enzyme cofactors or catalytic sites, copper ions inhibit the normal enzymatic activity required for microbial survival. For example, copper can inhibit enzymes like superoxide dismutase, which helps protect microbes from oxidative stress.
Hi, Dr. Natasha here. So what are the uses of copper 2 sulfate in medicine? Firstly, copper 2 sulfate is used as an emetic in medicine. Emetic agents are a class of medications used to induce nausea and vomiting for the emergency treatment of poisoning with certain toxins that have been swallowed. The next, copper 2 sulfate is used as an anthelmintic. Anthelmintic is a drug that treats parasitic worm infections in animals and humans by killing or stunning the worms without harming the host. Some anthelmintic drugs act rapidly and selectively on neuromuscular transmission of nematodes. Levamisole, Pyrantel, and Morantel are agonists at nicotinic acetylcholine receptors of nematode muscle and cause spastic paralysis. These are the types of anthelmintics. We have albendazole, mebendazole, and ivermectin. Last but not least, copper 2 sulfate in topical treatments. Copper 2 sulfate can be used topically to treat wounds and skin conditions. Copper 2 sulfate can be used as a skin conditioning agent, and copper can have anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and anti-aging properties. Copper 2 sulfate can accelerate the healing of wounds.
So what are the treatments for copper deficiency? Firstly, one of the treatments for copper deficiency is we can consume copper supplement. A few examples of copper supplement is copper glycinate, copper citrate, copper gluconate, and copper sulfate. Did you know, in copper glycinate capsule, each capsule contains 1 milligram elemental of copper. A person can take 2 capsules for replenish and 1 capsule for maintenance. Copper glycinate is also free of zinc, which allow flexibility and dosing when it comes to supplementary copper and zinc intake. The amount that should be taken for adult and teenage males is 1.5 to 2.5 milligrams per day. Adult and teenage females is 1.5 to 3 milligrams per day. Children 7 to 10 years of age is 1 to 2 milligrams per day. Other than that, there are also food that is rich with copper. Example of foods are oyster, beef liver, mushroom, cashew nut, dark chocolate, and tofu. Acerola berry is naturally rich in copper. Our body can use it to produce ceruloplasmin. What is ceruloplasmin? You may ask. Ceruloplasmin is a protein in the blood that transports copper and plays a role in iron metabolism. It is produced from our liver.
Copper 2 sulfate is used in medicine primarily for its antimicrobial and antifungal properties. It is found in topical antiseptics, wound treatments, and antifungal applications, especially for skin conditions like athlete's foot. In veterinary medicine, it helps treat infections like foot rot in livestock. However, it can be toxic if ingested in large amounts, so its use is carefully controlled. We have come to the end of the hospital visit. Hope you enjoyed this video.
Thank you so much for spending your time watching our video.